Okay, so I'm going to hang out at, oh my gosh, I was gonna say the exact like place where I was gonna hang out. I am going to hang out at Starbucks today. So I'm trying to decide what book I'm gonna bring with me, and it is super early in the morning. It is currently 6:30. I've been up since 5:30. I just did my hair and my makeup and everything, but now I'm trying to decide what book I'm going to bring with me because I'll be at Starbucks for about 4 to 5 hours today. So I'm trying to decide what book I want to bring with me. Either I want to do The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue and like force myself to like sit down and read it, but I'm also worried that because I spent the entirety of the first 40 pages rereading it crying, that I'm just gonna be crying at Starbucks, which is not new for me, but I don't want to be doing that because Addie LaRue makes me like sob, so it just might not be a good time. Or I could bring The Love Hypothesis, which I'm currently reading, but I feel like it's not really one that I have to force myself to read. I just, you know, because I want to bring a book where I'm like, I need to finish this. I would bring like The Love Hypothesis or The Kingdom of Souls, but they're not necessarily books that I need to finish. I've read 13 books this month, I want to say 13. So it's not like I need to finish like any books really at this moment, but I haven't really touched my TBR all that much this month. The only book for my TBR that I've read is Franny and Zoe. So I think, you know, we definitely need to bring one that is actually from my TBR. So I was thinking An Assassin's Guide to Love and Treason might be the book that I want to bring, or When Night Breaks. I don't know. You'll find out which book I bring when I am at Starbucks, and I'll show you guys some like clips at Starbucks. Also, I need to get dressed. I'm still in my pajamas. Today is Saturday. It is January 29th, so the end of the month, and I feel like I need to update. I don't remember exactly where I left off last time I made a clip. I'm pretty sure it was before I went to go hang out at Starbucks on Thursday. I was just say Friday, then I'm like, wait, no, I didn't do anything yesterday. It was definitely Thursday. So I went down and I hung out at Starbucks for most of the day, walked around at like Ross and Home Goods and stuff. I didn't really buy anything because like I'm broke, but I did have a lot of fun just walking around and like getting to get out of the house for a little bit. It was really nice. So I did that. Today we went to go get breakfast. My brother had his baseball game, so we did that. Super fun. We also went to Dollar Tree, got a couple of things. Nothing really special. I did walk around Dollar Tree and like looked at all of like the crafting stuff. And if you're wanting to get into like crocheting or knitting, they have so many like things for that. I realized I do still have all of the yarn I bought from Dollar Tree like a year ago, and I have never gotten back into it. So I definitely want to get back into crochet, but that'll be for another day. But also my hold for Iron Widow came in from Libby, so I really want to read that. I'm gonna see if I like the audiobook. Maybe we'll do kind of like a audiobook and physical book thing, especially since it's sci-fi. I really wanted to listen to the audiobook because sci-fi isn't necessarily a big genre for me, so I always get a little bit nervous when I get into sci-fi. So I'm hoping that I'll enjoy it and that I'll really enjoy the audiobook as well. I also started listening to Honey Girl last night. I'm 33% of the way through, so I think I have about 3.5 hours left. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's like absolutely gorgeous. The prose is amazing. I have already cried. It's so beautiful. It's such like a really beautiful, it's like the kind of book that like really gets inside of you and like gets deep. It's a really good book. I also finished Normal People yesterday by Sally Rooney. I don't know why I said it like that. Normal People by Sally Rooney. I read it yesterday, loved it, which is really surprising because I remember I tried to watch the series on Hulu. I don't remember where it's from, but I did try to read the series and I wasn't really into it. It wasn't my cup of tea. I was pretty bored, so I was like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna like the book. So I remember I read Conversations with Friends a couple of months ago, gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. It was kind of meh. I liked it, but it wasn't the best. You know, a lot of it was a little boring. But it was like, it's hard to explain how I feel about that book because obviously it was entertaining enough for me to read and finish it, but it was also kind of boring. I feel like if you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. Unless you loved it, then you don't know what I'm talking about. I had been putting off Normal People because I didn't really enjoy the series. So I finally decided to pick it back up and I ended up really loving it. Like, I feel like her books get better and better. Like, okay, Conversations was her first book. Normal People was her second book. It's definitely better than Conversations with Friends. And then I also have her third book, Beautiful World, Where Are You? And I feel like that one's even better than Conversations with Friends. I mean, better than Normal People. But for some reason, Normal People just like did it for me. I could connect with it. It was so beautiful. I could really feel for both Connell and Marianne. Like, these two characters came alive so well in that book. And I loved it so much. So I did give it a 5 out of 5 stars because it feels like a book that's definitely going to stick with me for the long run. Like, I'm going to be thinking about this book for years. And it's also one that I could see myself rereading and getting more out of it. Also, it reminds me so much of Champagne Problems by Taylor Swift. So I'm like, you know, what am I gonna do? I'm a Swiftie, so literally any book that reminds me of Taylor Swift, it's gonna get high ratings. So yeah, really enjoyed that book, loved it, in fact. So far it's my favorite Sally Rooney. I do really like Beautiful People, Where Are You? Beautiful People. I just want to say Beautiful People. I am really enjoying Beautiful World, Where Are You? But I haven't finished it, so I can't really give like a solid rating or review for that book yet. I definitely need to finish it. I feel more energized to finish it now that I read Normal People and loved it. My only thing is I really wish I had a copy, like a physical copy of Normal People, but I always held off because I'm like, well, I didn't really like the series. So yeah, I feel like those are all of my updates. I'm currently at 14 books read this month, so my wrap-up gets longer and longer. Thankfully, there's only a couple more days of the month, so I don't expect to finish very many books by the 31st. But yeah, so I'm just going to watch some YouTube videos. I am eating some pan dulce. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. That's all I wanted to update on. So yeah, also don't look at my closet. It's so dirty, it's gross. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I'll talk to you guys later. So today is January 30th and I just got back from Starbucks. I've actually had a lot of my Starbucks so far. This is a grande shaken espresso with soy milk, 3 pumps of white mocha sauce, and 2 pumps of raspberry syrup. It's one of the best things I've ever tasted. It is so, so good. It's unfair. It's like, I don't know, because I recently was like, I really wish that they had like a mocha raspberry latte or something like that, because it's so good. Like, it just sounded so good to me. I love when fruit is paired with chocolate, so I was like, you know what, that sounds really good. I bet it's delicious. And then I remembered that they have raspberry syrup at Starbucks, so I could just order it. Like, I could just customize my drink to order it, and I did, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. It's so good. I wish I would have gotten a venti because I'm already just gonna drink this so fast. So it's so good. I am currently still reading Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. I talked about this yesterday, I think. I am 59% of the way through. I have 2 hours left. This is a really long audiobook for only being less than 300 pages. I'm shocked. Like, this is like a 10-hour audiobook, which is really rare for a book that is around 290 pages. I feel like most books that are about like 300 to 350 pages are like maybe 9 hours, maybe 10. But for a book that's like 290 to be 10 hours is really weird. I don't know. I don't know why. It just seems really weird to me. I read a lot of audiobooks, so I kind of tend to see the correlations between how long it is and like in hours and how long it is in pages. So yeah, this is a little weird to me. But anyway, I just noticed that I have an Audible credit, which I didn't know that I had. I'm wondering if somebody might have accidentally restarted the membership, because it's not technically my membership. It's not under my account. It's under my mom's account, but nobody reads books. So I'm wondering if that might be it. I look awful today. Today is not my day. I didn't wake up feeling very good. I thought I was a little bit sick, but it might have just been the pizza that I had last night. I don't think it agreed with my stomach, so that was rough this morning. And then I just have been in like such a bad mood all day since then. So yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, have a better day and chill out. And I'm wearing my cardigan, my only cardigan that's left. I really need to put my iPad on like Poshmark or Mercari or whatever, because I never use it. I realized I never use it, and I really need the money at the moment, so I'm thinking I might put it on Mercari or Poshmark. I don't know if Poshmark sells electronics, but they might, so I'll have to look into that. Anyway, this is a really boring clip. I just wanted to update you guys, especially on my Starbucks, because dude, this is so good. I think you could even do less pumps. I did 3 and 2. I think I probably could have done 2 and 2 because the raspberry is pretty strong. So I did 3 pumps of white mocha, 2 pumps of raspberry, which is actually less pumps, or it's about equal to the amount of pumps you would put in a grande anyway, but I think you could probably lower it if you wanted to. It's pretty strong. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. I am going to try to finish Honey Girl today. I am going to edit a video and hopefully get it up by tomorrow. It's been like almost 2 weeks since I posted a video, so I feel like I'm pretty behind, but I have filmed quite a lot, so I do have a few videos lined up. So yeah, that's all I had to say, and I will update you guys later. I actually filmed a video today, which is great because yesterday I filmed my wrap up, and that took everything out of me. I was literally filming that wrap up for an hour, basically. Like, it was 56 minutes in total, but like that's basically an hour. So I was filming for a really long time yesterday. I was actually trying to film both my wrap up and my TBR in the same day, but clearly that was just not going to happen because obviously I was so tired after trying to film my wrap up. It just wasn't gonna happen for me. So I decided to do my TBR today. I washed my hair. Technically I didn't wash it. I really just took a shower and put conditioner in it. So I didn't technically put any shampoo in my hair except for in my bangs, which I don't think it really helped. My bangs kind of look a little gnarly today. Unfortunately, like compared to the rest of my hair, my bangs are so damaged. Like, yes, the rest of my hair is clearly pretty damaged. I think you can kind of tell. My curl pattern is a lot tighter than this, but this is also like I haven't washed it, so it's gonna be a little looser curls than normal, but yeah, like I clearly have a lot of heat damage on my hair. That's fine. It actually doesn't look that bad considering that I blow my hair out pretty regularly. I would think that my hair would be so much more damaged than this, but it's pretty doable. Like, it's pretty, like, I think it looks really good. Yeah, I don't know, it looks fine to me. I'm just glad that my hair is long enough now that I feel like I can wear it down and natural, because typically when I wear my hair natural, my hair's a little bit shorter. It'll be like up to here, and I'm like, that doesn't look as good to me, in my opinion. I like a little bit of a longer look on me. Anyway, like I said, filmed my TBR, took a shower. I feel great. Let's see, what else did I do? Filmed a TikTok, really fun. You'll see it if you follow me on TikTok. I've also been reading a book today, which is great because, what is it? This third? Okay, it's the third, and I haven't really read much this month so far, which is totally fine. I've read 15 books so far this year, which is like, blows my mind. I do have a couple of audiobooks that I need to read, specifically on Libby. I have so many books out. It's so funny because for a long time I never really used Libby all that much, but now I'm kind of obsessed with it. I like it a lot more. Anyway, I'm currently reading Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. Oh my gosh, this book is incredible. It's so good. I am obsessed with it. It's amazing. Like, the romance in this book already is so good. I never thought I would like this book all that much. It's kind of why I've put it off for a while. I read Mexican Gothic, and then I read The Beautiful Ones, which I loved both of those books so much. And so I kind of was like, I don't know if I'll like her other books. Like, they're not very similar to the ones that I've already read, so I might not like them all that much. But I think I just genuinely love her writing style. Like, it doesn't really matter what she writes. It's the writing style for me. It's just, that's what draws me to her books, is the writing style, not necessarily the plot or the characters or the romance or whatever. Though I do like how subtle her romance is. It's still there, it's still really beautiful, but it's subtle. It's not like in-your-face romance, which I love in-your-face romance. I've been in such a romance mood lately, so, but yeah, I've been really enjoying that. I am also reading All the Feels by Olivia Dade. I'm reading that on my Kindle, so that's really fun. I should probably mention that one's a sequel to Spoiler Alert. It's kind of a series, but I don't know if there's going to be a third book. I'm not sure if she's mentioned it or talked about it at all, so I'm not sure if there's a third book. I am really trying to read more on my Kindle. I have it, I might as well use it, but it's just been kind of difficult to, I don't know, use it, I guess? I don't know. I thought I would use it so much more, but I haven't, which is kind of weird. I think I just need to get used to reading on a Kindle. I'm not used to reading ebooks. Not like I used to be. Like, when I was like 18 or 19, I definitely read so many more ebooks than I do now. Even when I was 20, I felt like that entire era of my life was just like, I read a lot of ebooks. Should I talk about the other books that I have on here? I think one of my next books might be Undercover Bromance, because it's one of the next books that is due. Possibly Iron Widow. They're both due around 17 or 18 days from now, so I don't really know which one I'm going to read next. I've really been liking the like bromance book club series from Lyssa Kay Adams. It's so good. I've only read the first book, obviously, because I'm on to the second one, but I'm really excited. A lot of my holds came in from Libby, so that's why I'm like a little overwhelmed by audiobooks. But yeah, I'm going to edit my video. I think I actually might edit it tomorrow or later on today. I'm not really sure what my plan is, because I think the last time I uploaded was just a couple of days ago. Yeah, it's been almost 4 days since I last uploaded, so I definitely want to upload again soon. And I think there's a couple of comments I need to reply to, but yeah. I'm really excited to upload this. I think I was going to upload my vlog first, but then I had a total brain fart and I put all of the clips for the wrap up onto my phone instead of the vlog. So we're gonna do wrap up first and then vlog second. I know, it's a little crazy. It's a little out of order, but whatever, it's fine. That's how we're gonna do it today. But I am actually really enjoying my natural hair recently. It's good, I like it. Okay, so bummer, but I just spent the time filming on my camera, my actual camera, just for the files to be corrupted. This is actually the first time that this has ever happened to me, ever. This has never happened. I've had this camera since April 2020, I want to say, maybe June 2020, and that's never happened to me. I filmed 3 clips and only one of them is usable. One of them. So I am going to be filming this clip on my phone, which is totally fine. It's not that big of a deal. Hopefully the quality isn't so bad. So yeah, I kind of have to redo everything that I had already said. So one of my followers on Twitter, Jenny, she very kindly sent me some books from my Amazon wish list, and the first book on that was Southern Sun, Northern Star by Joanna Hathaway. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this book. It is the 3rd book in a trilogy. It's called the Glass Alliance trilogy, and the first book is Dark of the West, which I absolutely loved. It was amazing. It was iconic. It's kind of like a historical fantasy YA, except for it's not necessarily historical and it's not necessarily fantasy. It's kind of like adjacent to our history. It's kind of difficult to explain, I guess. I remember I kind of explained it as a mix between Romeo and Juliet and Star Wars, but with kind of like a historical aesthetic, I guess. And it's kind of like fantasy but without magic. It's really interesting. It's such a fun book and such a fun series so far. I've read the first 2 books. I read those back in January. Absolutely loved them. Was not able to get my hands on the 3rd book, but thankfully Jenny was kind enough to buy it and send it over to me. And I'm just really excited about this book. So yes, and then the 2nd book that I got from Jenny was Little Thieves by Margaret Owen, and I'm really excited about this book as well. I was flipping through it and it just looks like something that I will absolutely love. I was flipping through it and I found this really beautiful thing. Like, look at how gorgeous that is. Are you kidding me? This is beautiful. So yeah, I'm absolutely excited about these 2 books, and I will definitely be reading both of these in a reading vlog very soon, so I'm very excited about them. And then I also wanted to talk about some of the books that I'm currently reading. And the first book that I'm reading is Ophelia After All by Raquel Marie, and I am currently 106 pages into this one. I'm really, really loving it so much. It's such like a fun and cute coming of age YA contemporary novel. It's actually kind of funny because the 2 books that I'm currently reading are both written by book community Twitter friends. So that's really fun. And I don't know, it's just been really difficult for me lately to read like physical books. I have been just in such like a huge audiobook reading mood, and I don't know, I don't know why I'm not reading a lot of physical books lately. I can't explain it to you. And then the other book that I'm currently reading is Dark Radiance by Allison Eldridge, and this is like if you went back in time and were really into YA contemporary fantasy, this is perfect for you. I was super into contemporary fantasy. I still am. I still love that genre. And this is like classic YA contemporary fantasy. It's a lot of fun. If you like books like Hush Hush or The Mortal Instruments, stuff like that, this is going to be very similar. There's a couple of other books that are very similar, but I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, it's definitely, it feels like a throwback to me, but like in such a fun and fresh way. So I'm really enjoying it. I am currently 155 pages into it, so I'm nearing the middle part of the book, and I'm loving it so much so far. It's really fun. I also did want to talk about, I did finish Iron Widow. I know I started that book earlier on in the vlog, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. It was less of a sci-fi and more of a dystopian, which is like perfect for me because sci-fi isn't necessarily my thing, but I love dystopian books. So that felt really good to not have to worry too much about it being sci-fi. Also, earlier on in the vlog, I started reading All the Feels by Olivia Dade, but I ended up DNFing that book, unfortunately. I think I got around like 70% of the way through and I just was not feeling it. I was kind of bored. I felt like nothing was really happening. There was so much filler. I felt like we would go like 2 steps forward and then 3 steps back, and it just wasn't that much fun. It wasn't as fun as Spoiler Alert was, and I felt like it could have been condensed into like 300 pages or maybe 350 pages instead of being like the 500 pages that it is. It was just too long for me. I do kind of have an issue with romance books being like 500 pages. I don't feel like it's necessary. So that might have been why I just was not feeling that book. So unfortunately I had to DNF it. I think I gave it maybe a 2 stars. It wasn't my thing. I'm really excited to see what else Olivia Dade puts out, but this one was just kind of a disappointment. So yeah, I feel like that's everything I needed to talk about. It sucks that I had to redo this entire clip again, but you know, that's life. That is just like working with technology, it's fine. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this reading vlog. There will definitely be more to come in the next like month. I'm really excited for what I have planned in March. It'll be a little bit different than some of my other reading vlogs, so hopefully they'll be really exciting. And if you enjoyed this vlog, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, Storygraph, TikTok. All of my links are going to be down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!